Alright guys, so I want to record one more video just today. Today we're going to be covering races out of the player's handbook. Okay? There are a number of races out of the player's handbook. They're the ones that you know. Human, elf, dwarf, right? Very, very basic. There's the halfling, which is a hobbit. Okay, halfling, hobbit. There are gnomes, like garden gnomes. There are half orcs. So, you remember in the Lord of the Rings, those guys that they fought that had those are orcs, essentially. So imagine that bred with a human at some point. That's a half orc. You've got half elves, which are people who are half elf, half human. You've got tieflings, which are, well, people who are demons or devils. And you have dragonborns, which are people who are half dragon, half person, essentially. Okay? This video isn't so much to give you a breakdown on all the races, but to sort of fill you in on how races work. Races offer you racial traits and abilities. Some races are better at seeing in the dark. Other races have stat bonuses. Humans get +1 to every stat. It seems good, but that's all they really get. It's not that great. There's the human variant, which lets you get +1 to 2 different stats, as well as a couple other stuff. But variants don't really matter. We're not going to be talking about those, really. Each race has certain benefits that are important to a type of class that you want to play. I'm going to recommend 3 races that I think a new player should play. Because more often than not, they simplify the game for them. They don't have too much going on, and they don't affect the player too negatively. They don't stress them out, and they offer some good bonuses. So, Dragonborn is something that players are automatically always drawn to, because it's like, oh, I gotta be half dragon, I get to breathe fire, or lightning, or acid, or poison, or fucking ice, whatever. That's sick, and it is. But I wouldn't recommend them as a beginning race. I'd say once you get more experience and you want to sort of dip into a race that you haven't tried before, try Dragonborn. But for fun, if you want like a race that you can just sort of put together and enjoy for fun, half elves are very great. Half elves are very, very great because they have +2 to charisma, which is a very important stat in this game. And then +1 to 2 different stats, as well as extra proficiency bonuses and a number of other really good benefits. They're a very strong race to play. They're very good. No race is better than the other, but these guys are very simple and very good, just in general. Another race that I recommend would be Halfling, a hobbit. And you're like, well, I don't want to be somebody like a hobbit. I don't want to be Frodo. You don't have to be Frodo. I played a Halfling monk. And this halfling monk was a badass. For some reason, whenever I tried to intimidate somebody, I was just so goddamn good at it. So I would create these scenarios like I try and intimidate this bartender because he's mean to my friend, and I'd jump on the bar and I'd be standing eye to eye with him because the bar, I'm literally like half his height, and the bar comes up to his belly. And so I'm looking him in the eye by standing on his bar and threatening his life, and he's shitting himself. Halflings just create fun scenarios like that. They also can move through the space of larger enemies. They can't stay there, like they can't stay under an enemy. But if you're fighting an orc, a halfling can run, literally go between its legs essentially, and move behind it without having to go around it. That's really fun. They also give you a chance to re-roll any 1 that you get on a 20-sided dice, which is a critical fail. That's a lifesaver in a lot of ways. And they get some other cool stuff. So Halfling is a great race that I say people should start with. Half Elf, Halfling, and the final race that I think people should start with is Half Orc. No, I'm lying. Dwarves. Dwarves are great in this game. Again, you're like, I don't want to be somebody short. It's not that serious. Dwarves get +2 to Constitution, so they're generally really stocky. They can see in dark. They have a lot of other interesting resistances like poisons and stuff like that, which is great. And you can sort of make a dwarf how you want. I've created a number of dwarves right now in a certain game. I'm playing a dwarven fighter that is also a magic user. And it's very interesting because there's no restriction on what a race can be usually. Only some of the very finer archetypes are restricted. And that's usually in other renditions. In the basic player's handbook, you can pretty much play whatever you want. But those are the 3 races I recommend. Dwarves are stocky, they're survivable, they're very reliable. Halflings are fun and offer a lot of versatility in regards to combat and roleplay. And half elves are just really great all around because you get a bunch of things for not a lot of work. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. These are my recommendations on races that you should play. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know and I'll elaborate a bit more. This is primarily made for new players. So we're talking like first, maybe second time playing, rolling a character. Stuff like that. So let me know what you think because I want to make sure that I help you guys as much as possible, okay? Thank you so much. I guess goodbye and, whatever, bye. Peace.